fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes... They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg. Clifford rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Clifford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now here's Mahomes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. It's right, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to bring tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Clifford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
On 3rd down, Clifford throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's right, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Shifts by him at the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. To throw on second down. Clifford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd and 2, Clifford. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Mahomes, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's right. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's out right at the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete to Wright. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down, and a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st down, Wright, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he spots Henderson open left side. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the bootleg, Clifford. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Clifford, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Clifford. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the 1st as he's tackled at the 47. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Wright's got it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Wright, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Gets by him at the 25, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Clifford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome, and there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They'll run on 1st down. It's Wright. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Right.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. It's right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, the offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.